Good morning friends. Welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss how to write a Python program to verify given number is strong number or not. Good morning friends. Welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss how to write a Python program to verify a given number is strong number or not. So what is the meaning of this program? They will give you one number. Suppose let's take that I have taken 145. I need to verify whether it is a strong number or not. To write this program, I should know what is a strong number. First, let me define what is a strong number. Strong number is what? Is a special number whose sum of factorials of individual digits is equal to the original number. Okay, let me add this individual digits here. Okay, so now what is the meaning? Suppose let's take that I have taken 145. Okay, 145 is the number I have taken. Individual digits, sum of factorials of individual digits. So you need to compute the 1 factorial, then 4 factorial, 5 factorial. Why I am computing 1 factorial, 4 factorial, 5 factorial? Because they are the individual digits in the given number 145. So 1 factorial is how much? 1. 4 factorial is how much? 24. 5 factorial value is how much? 120. Now what they are saying is a special number whose sum of the factorial means 1 plus 24 plus 120 will be how much? 1 plus 24 is 25. 25 plus 120 is 145. So sum you are getting 145. Now what they are saying, it should be equal to the original number whose sum of the factorials of individual digits is equal to the original number. What is the sum here? 145. What is the individual number? Means what is the original number we have taken? 145. So 145 is equal to 145. So I should say it is a strong number. Now let me discuss one more example. I will take 123. What are the individual digits here? 1. So you compute the 1 factorial, you will get 1. Similarly, you compute the 2 factorial, which is equal to 2. Then you compute the 3 factorial, which is equal to 6. Sum of the factorials, which is 1 plus 2 plus 6, is how much? Is 9. So sum you got 9. 9 is not equal to the given number, which is 123. So here I can say it is not a strong number. If the sum is equal to the given original number, then I can say it is a strong number, else I can say it is not a strong number. I hope it is very clear for you. Now with this logic, we will write a program to verify a given number is strong number or not. So first what I need to do, I need to take the number from the user. Okay, so I will write n is equal to int of input of enter number. Enter the number. Once you have entered the number, what I will do here is that I will store it in a temporary variable. Okay, temp is equal to n. So whatever the n value is there, that will be assigned to the temp. Now what I will do, I will write a condition while n not equal to 0. Okay, first let me write the program, then I will discuss with you all. Then I will write rem is equal to n modulus 10. Okay, then I will write first I need to compute the digit factorial. So I will write for I in range 1 it should start and it should go up to rem plus 1. Then I need to write fact is equal to fact into I. Now you can ask me, sir, what is the fact initial value? Fact initial value is 1. Then I will need to compute the sum. So sum is equal to sum plus fact. In that case, you can ask me what will be the sum initial value. Sum initial value will be 0. Okay, so sum is equal to the sum plus fact. Then I will write n is equal to n floor division 10. Okay, then finally you can write if sum is equal to temp, because it is there, the original number is there, I can say print I can write temp is a strong number, else I can say print temp comma I can say is not a strong number. Okay, now let me save it, let me run the program. First, it will ask the user to give the input. Let me give 145. As we have discussed theoretically, what we have understood, 145 is what is a strong number. See, I got the output as 145 is strong number. Now, what I will do, I will again run the program. This time, I will give 123. 123, we have found that it is not a strong number. Let me run it. See, I got 123 is not a strong number. So what I will do here is that I will trace this program with n value is 145. Okay, now you know that 145 is a strong number. Now let's see what will happen. Temp is equal to n. So temp will get the initial value which is 145 and sum is initially having the value 0. Then while not equal to 0. So you have a condition. What is the condition? N should not be equal to 0. What is the n value? N value is how much? 145. 145 not equal to 0. Yes, 145 is not equal to 0. So the condition is true. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the while loop will be executed. What is the statement 1? REM is equal to n modulus 10. What is the n value? 145. 145 modulus 10 is how much? You know that modulus operator will give you the remainder. 145 modulus 10 will give you the remainder as 5. So REM will have the value called 5 here. Then what you are doing? Fact is equal to 1. Okay, keep that 1. Then what you have written here? For I in range 1 comma REM plus 1. You know that range will take 3 values, or will take the start value, and here you have given start as 1. Stop value is equal to REM plus 1. What is the REM value? 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. And then what is the step value? Step value you have not provided. By default it will consider as 1. Okay, then I will have the initial value which is equal to start value. What is the start value? 1. So I will have the initial value 1. Then you need to verify the condition. What is the condition? I should be less than stop. What is the I value? 1. What is the stop value? 6. So 1 is less than 6. So the condition is true. Okay, if the condition is true, what will happen? The statements which are there in the while loop will be executed. What is the statement? Fact is equal to fact into, fact is how much? 1 into I value. How much I value? 1. So fact will get the value 1 only. Already fact is having the value 1. Then where the control will go? The control will go to the iteration of the loop. Okay, for loop. So I value is 1, step value is 1. So what is the meaning? You need to increment the I value by 1. So which is nothing but I is equal to I plus step. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I will get the value 2. Again you need to verify the condition. I should be less than stop. What is the I value? 2. 2 is less than 6. So the condition is again true. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the while loop should be executed. Fact is equal to fact into I. What is the fact value? 1. What is the I value? 2. So fact is getting the value 2. Assign that one here. Then for I in range, again you will go to the iteration. So I value will become 3. 3 should be less than stop. The condition is true. Again the statement will be executed. Fact is equal to fact into I. Fact value is how much? 2. I value is how much? 3, which is equal to 6. So keep that fact as 6. Then again the control will go to the iteration, because after executing the statements which are there in the for loop or any loop, you will go for the iteration. I is value is 3 and step value is 1, so I value will become 4. Then you need to verify the condition. I should be less than stop. What is the I value? 4. 4 is less than 6. The condition is true. So fact is equal to fact into I. So 6 into, because fact value is 6, 6 into I value is 4, so 6 into 4 is 24, that you will assign back to the fact. Then I value will become 5, 5 is less than 6, so the condition is true, so again fact is equal to fact into I. So this is what? 24 into 5, which is 120. Okay, so fact is having the value 120 here. Then again the iteration, I value will become 6. Is 6 is less than 6? No, 6 is equal to 6, but we are saying 6 is less than 6. So the condition is false. If the condition is false, the statements which are there in this for loop will not be executed. After the for loop, whatever the statement is there, that will be executed. So what is the purpose of these two statements? The for loop and fact is equal to fact into I. Whatever the remainder you are getting, for that remainder you are computing the factorial, because the remainder will give you the first individual digit, which is 5. It is going from the right to the left. So 5 factorial you are computing. So sum is equal to sum plus fact. What is the sum initial value? 0. 0 plus fact is how much? 120. So 0 plus 120 is 120. Sum is having the value 120 here. Then what you are doing here? N is equal to n floor division 10. So n is equal to n floor division 10. In Python, you know, floor division will give you the quotient. Okay, what is the n value? 145. N45 you are dividing by 10, then it will give you the quotient, which is 14. That you are assigning back to the n. So n value is becoming 14 now. If it is other programming language like C or Java, you will write n is equal to n divided by 10. But in Python, you should use the floor division. If you in Python, if you are using n is equal to n floor means division 10, then 145 division 10 will give you 14.5. That you don't want. So that's why we are using the floor division here. So n value becoming 14. Now all the statements which are there in the while loop are been done. Then again you will verify the condition. What is the condition? N should not be equal to 0. What is the n value here? 14. 14 not equal to 0. Again the condition is true. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the loop will be executed. What is the first statement? REM is equal to n modulus 10. What is the n value? 14. 14 modulus 10 will give you the remainder as 4. So now REM will have the value 4. Fact is equal to 1. Again you are assigning back fact is 1. For I in range 1 comma REM plus 1. So start value is 1. Stop value is how much? REM plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Step value by default it is 1. I initial value will get the start value, which is 1. I should be less than stop. This is the condition. I value is 1, stop value is 5. So 1 is less than 5. The condition is true. So again this for loop will be useful for you to compute the 4 factorial. We will see how it will work. Fact is equal to fact into I. Okay, let me write it. Fact is equal to fact into I. What is the fact value initially? 1. What is the I value? 1. So 1 into 1, you will get 1. Already fact is having the value 1. Let me keep it. Then step value is 1 and I value is 1. So I value will become 2. Again 2 is less than stop. What is the 2? 2 I should be less than stop. I value is 2 and stop value is 5. So 2 is less than 5. The condition is true. So you will again execute the statement. Fact is equal to fact into I. Okay. So what is the fact value? 1. What is the I value? 2. So 1 into 2 is how much? 2. Okay, so now fact is having the value 2. Then again I value will become 3. 3 is less than 5. The condition is true. Again fact is equal to fact into I. Fact value is how much? 2. 2 2 into I value is how much? 3. So which is 2 into 3 is 6. So fact will get the value 6. Again I value will become 4. 4 is less than 5. The condition is true. Again the statements which are there in the for loop will be executed. Only one statement is there. Fact is equal to fact into I. So that is 6 into 4, which is 24. Okay. Then I value will become 5 now, and 5 is less than 5. No, the condition is false. So what will happen as the condition is false? The statements which are there in the for loop will not be executed. So what is the fact you got? 24, which is what? 4 factorial value. So as I said earlier, this for loop will be useful for you to compute the factorial of a given number. Okay, now sum is equal to sum plus fact. What is the sum value? 120. What is the fact value? 24. Oh, sorry. 24. So what it will give you? It will give you 144. Then what will happen? N is equal to N floor division 10. What is the N value? 14. 14 floor division 10 will give you a quotient as 1. So N value will become 1 here. Then again you will verify the condition. What is the condition? N not equal to 0. What is the N value? 1. 1 not equal to 0. The condition is true. Again the statements will be executed. REM is equal to N modulus 10. What is the N value? 1. 1 modulus 10, you will get the remainder as 1. So REM will have the value 1. Fact is equal to 1. Again you are initializing the fact as 1. For I in range 1 comma REM plus 1. So start value will be 1. Stop value will be what? REM plus 1, which is 2. Step value is 1. And I will get the initial value, which is start value, which is 1. I should be less than stop. I value is 1. Stop value is 2. So 1 is less than 2. So the condition is true. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the for loop will be executed. What is that one? Fact is equal to fact into I. What is the fact value? 1. What is the I value? 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. So fact will get the value 1. Then what will happen? I value will be incremented. I value is 1 and step value is 1. So I value will become 2. And then you need to verify the condition. I should be less than stop. What is the I value? 2. 2 should be less than 2. Is the condition is true? No, the condition is false. If the condition is false, the statements which are there in the for loop will not be executed. The next statement will be executed. Sum is equal to sum plus fact. What is the sum value? Already we have 144. So 144 plus 1 is what? 145. So sum will get the value as 145. Then what you are writing? N is equal to N floor division 10. What is the N value? 1. So 1 floor division 10 will give you the quotient as 0. So N value will become 0. Then again if you are verifying the condition, N not equal to 0. But what is the N value? 0. 0 not equal to 0? No, 0 is equal to 0. So this condition is false. If the condition is false, the statements which are there in the while loop will not be executed. The next statement will be executed. What is the next statement? If condition. What is the condition? Sum should be equal to temp. What is the sum value here? 145. What is the temp value? Is also 145. So 145 is equal to 145. This condition is true. If this condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. What is that if block? Consists of print. Temp. Temp is having what value? 145. You will get is a strong number. If you have a doubt, let me give 145. You get 145 is a strong number. I hope you have understood how to write a Python program to verify a given number is strong number or not. You can use the same logic and write the same type of program using other programming languages like C, C++, Java. If you still have any doubts related to this concept or related to this program, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible.